the Ministry of Home Affairs. It says there was a security breach during the Prime Minister's visit to Punjab. I'd like to read out the statement. It says, today morning the Prime Minister landed at Batinda from where he was to go to the National Martyrs Memorial at Hussainiwala by helicopter. Due to rain and poor visibility, the Prime Minister waited for about 20 minutes for the weather to clear out. Then, when the weather didn't improve, it was decided that he would visit the National Martyrs Memorial via road, which would take more than 2 hours. He proceeded to travel by road after necessary confirmation of security arrangements by the DGP of the Punjab Police. 30 kilometers away from the National Martyrs Memorial in Hussainiwala, when the Prime Minister's convoy reached a flyover, it was found that the road was blocked by some protesters. The PM was stuck on a flyover for 15 to 20 minutes. This was a major lapse in the security of the Prime Minister, the MHA writes. The MHA continues, the PM schedule and travel plans was communicated well in advance to the Punjab government. As per procedure, they have to make the necessary arrangements for logistics, security, as well as to keep a contingency plan ready. Also, in view of the contingency plan, the Punjab government has to deploy additional security to secure any movement by road, which was clearly not deployed. After this security lapse, it was decided to head back to Batinda Airport. The Ministry of Home Affairs, taking cognizance of this serious security lapse, has sought a detailed report from the state government. State government has also been asked to fix responsibility for this lapse and take strict action. This is the report this is the update by the Ministry of Home Affairs that I have just read out. It details a very serious security breach during the Prime Minister's visit to Punjab. It says, and I repeat once more, that the Prime Minister landed at Batinda. He was to go to the National Martyrs Memorial by helicopter, but due to rain and poor visibility, he waited 20 minutes for the weather to clear out. It did not improve. Then he decided that he would go to the National Martyrs Memorial by road. It would take 2 hours, a 2-hour drive. He proceeded on road after the Punjab DGP confirmed the security arrangements to be in place. 30 kilometers away from the National Martyrs Memorial, when the PM's convoy reached a flyover, the road was blocked by protesters. So 30 kilometers away, the Prime Minister's convoy is blocked by protesters. The PM was then stuck on the flyover for 15 to 20 minutes. For 15 to 20 minutes, the Prime Minister was stuck on the flyover. This, the MHA says, was a major lapse in the security of the Prime Minister. The MHA then comes to the part of fixing responsibility. It says the PM scheduled and travel plans were communicated well in advance to the Punjab government. As per the procedure, the Punjab government had to take the necessary arrangements for logistics and security, as well as to keep a contingency plan. In view of the contingency plan, the Punjab government has to deploy additional security to secure any movement by road, which was not done. After that, due to the security lapse, it was decided that the Prime Minister would head back to Batinda Airport. The Ministry of Home Affairs has taken cognizance of this serious security lapse and has sought a detailed report from the state government. The state government has been asked to fix responsibility. So this is the full story of why the Prime Minister did not attend the Ferozepur rally in Punjab. He was to go by helicopter. The weather did not allow it. He waited for some time. Then he decided to take the 2-hour drive to the National Martyrs Memorial. On the way, 30 kilometers from his destination, he reached a flyover. The flyover, the road was blocked, at which point he was on the flyover for 15 to 20 minutes. The Prime Minister and his convoy were on the flyover for 15 to 20 minutes. He was not allowed to move further. This was a serious security lapse. At this point, it was decided that they would turn back and they would head back to Batinda Airport. So that is the big update that has come in. These are the visuals we are getting of how there were protesters on the road of the Prime Minister's path to the National Martyrs Memorial. These are visuals from last night of how there was a block on the road. It was the duty, the MHA says that it was the duty of the Punjab government to ensure the security preparedness as well as a contingency plan for the Prime Minister's visit. This road was to be cleared by the Punjab government. In fact, the MHA writes in its report that when the Prime Minister sought to move to the National Martyrs Memorial by road, a 2-hour journey, the Punjab DGP gave the necessary security clearance. So despite the Punjab DGP giving the necessary security clearance, the road to the National Martyrs Memorial was blocked, and then the Prime Minister's convoy was on a flyover for 15 to 20 minutes. So that is the huge breaking news coming